For nearly 100 years, trick-or-treating has been synonymous with Halloween. But that could be changing if one organization has its way. KX News reporter Robert Sir has the story.
Thursday, children of all ages will take to the streets of Bismarck and Mandan, as well as communities across the state, for trick-or-treating. But what if trick-or-treating no longer happened on Halloween? Turns out that could be happening sooner than you might think.
You're guaranteed a better day in the week in terms of time and what people schedule in and around and about. So that makes sense to me.
He's talking about possibly moving Halloween. That's because the Halloween and Costume Association has a petition out there that would have moved the date of Halloween to the last Saturday of October, just like Thanksgiving always falls on the last Thursday of November. But after intense backlash, they've altered the petition to create instead a national trick-or-treat day on the final Saturday of the month. The organization says it would create a longer, safer, and stress-free celebration. The new holiday would allow kids to hit the streets in the daylight and won't leave them drowsy at school the next day because it's the weekend. Parents I talked to gave me mixed reviews on the idea.
I think it would be nice if it was on a Saturday. Take your time, spend time with the kids and family and not be in a rush. But I also do like the historical feeling of the 31st of October is Halloween.
I like traditions. I don't believe that it would necessarily be safer. It would expand the time period for people to enjoy the holiday. But most of trick-or-treating is done early in the evening with the younger children anyway, so I like the tradition of October 31st.
It never made sense to me why Halloween would be on a Wednesday night or a Tuesday night. Just in the middle of the week, it's just harder on everybody, I think.
The association also says it would help adults who could enjoy the holiday without possibly having to go to work the next day, drowsy or hungover. Additionally, statistics show creating a national trick-or-treat day may be a good idea. The group says nearly 4,000 injuries happen every year related to trick-or-treating. Over 80% of parents don't use high-visibility aids to make sure they and their child can be seen at night. Over 60% of children don't carry a flashlight while trick-or-treating and are twice as likely to be hit by a car. And over 10% of kids under the age of 5 go trick-or-treating without an adult. Now, even though the petition has nearly 200,000 signatures, it could be an uphill battle, as any new holiday would have to be approved by Congress before going into effect. Reporting for KX News, I'm Robert Sir.
And KX News reached out to both the mayors of Bismarck and Mandan for their thoughts on the ideas. And Mandan Mayor Tim Helbling tells us that he supports the idea because it would be safer and allow parents to spend more time with their children.
As of yet, we have not heard back from Bismarck Mayor Steve Bakken.